some garbage, and now a $17 titanium bowl.
What are you doing now?
Am I doing now?
Yeah.
Now I'm drinking beer.
Welcome back to the channel, dudes. Oh, nice. On the last episode, we made the exhaust, ripped it all out, and then made the whole thing again. On this episode, we are, well, Dean's just actually finished making this. I don't know if he has mounted it. Nice, so that's an oil cooler. It's a Setrab oil cooler, and it's a friggin' nice thing. It's a really well-made product. So that's gonna be exactly that, an oil cooler. The idea being, comes through this vent here on the front bar, and then the oil lines are gonna come, the top one is gonna come from up here, across the top, and then the bottom one's probably gonna come down here to the oil filter relocation kit, which will be somewhere around here, which obviously just comes out of, you can't see it, but the side of the block up there. Sorry if I put the camera up there, whether you'll see it. Maybe, you might have seen it. And then we are gonna do the intercooler piping. So where's that cone thing he had? I think he's actually working on it now. So the other thing we were waiting on for the intercooler piping, yeah, he's already cut it. So obviously out of the turbo is 3-inch, out of the little thingamajiggy, and then all of the intercooler piping is 3.5-inch. He got this thing, which it previously looked like this, I would imagine. He's probably got the piece that he actually needs. And then so that, let's for example say it's this piece, it's obviously not, that's freaking huge. It was a 2-inch to 5-inch adapter. So you just weld on the 3-inch to the inlet side of the turbo, or clamp it on in our case. And then you've got 3.5-inch piping all the way through. So yeah, in this episode, mount the oil filter relocation kit, all of the intercooler piping, and the brackets. Look at that! What are you doing?
Got some parts. I don't know what that is. That'd be a PWR.
This guy just plays Santa Claus to himself. So yeah, let's start the fabrication process, because it's gonna be a lot of it. So let's do it. Also, while I got ya, screamer pipe, also gonna get made. Anyway, now we'll jump in.
What was a wild bear up there?
There he is. Just measuring it with his measuring tape. Steady. That'll work.
Only took me
1 foot apart. No, 2 bottles of gas, 6 days. It's 2030.
That's a 3 pieces of pipe.
Yeah.
$2,000 worth of fittings.
Yeah, that's good. Wait. Yeah. Yeah.
if you want to blow, there's one blow on the coaster.
What are you doing now?
Am I doing now?
Yeah.
Now I'm drinking beer.
Makes one pipe, takes him probably a day and fucking 6 hours to make that. To make this. Now it's time to drink beers.
Now.
Oh.
I made it now.
What's that? Two brackets, 2 worlds. Nice.
I made this shock as well.
Now that side's done. Gonna drop it down and then mount the glorious intake manifold and then have a look about how we're gonna go about that.
Mount it on the titanium stuff.
What was that?
Mount it on the titanium stuff.
Another little win that Dean had during the week. He comes to me with a packet of bolts and he goes, check these out. Anyway, bought titanium studs for the intake manifold.
You know what? I don't actually mind this whole coronavirus thing. If it get off the news, I'd be cool with it.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm cool with staying in the shed. Isolate. Okay.
She looks nice, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's a bit nice.
Look at that.
I've got these, you know.
Oh, they're gonna look nice too.
Garbage, and now a $17 titanium bolt. Yeah, that's the reason why. I looked around and I seen a dude that was using these, and I was like, where the fuck did you get that from? I like it.
So we were just saying, this is going to be tight.
Yeah.
Getting from there to there.
It's going to almost go back on itself. Do you use the CPC billet clamp? Do we use the plasma man?
Nah, you've got to have a plasma man one on that.
So it's not a plasma man manny, but so much better. It does so much better. Well, start clamp it down and then feel the. So I reckon it will work.
Alright, so intercooler piping has been made and it looks nice. Took longer than expected, but it's in. So now this side is going to be tricky. Very tricky. There's lots of fiddly bits of, just that part right there is going to be tricky, really. And then obviously that just goes down, probably going to donut back on itself and then go down into that side of the intercooler. One thing that we actually just remembered was this little nice thing from Turbo Smart. It's the blow-off valve. Nothing too flash about a blow-off valve, but this is actually a really nice bit of kit. It just looks really good. There's heaps of room under the guards that you could put it, but Jez, his mate, he said it's probably a good idea to put this inside the engine bay somewhere, because if it's open, it could get debris in it, and that is going to be a direct line into your RB. Not good. Dean is about to fab up all of the rest of it. We're calling it for tonight, so tomorrow he will make headway on that. Start fabbing up the intake part and then start putting this on and then start looking at everything else that needs to be done. So for now, enjoy. So many a day later now, as you can see, the big dog is gone. The 6-boost manifold is gone. All of the dump is gone. So manifold, turbo, dump, all gone to ceramic coating. And Dean has been working his bit of magic on this side of the intercooler piping, which you guys would have just watched. And now the only other thing is we are going to put a blow-off valve, the one that I was talking about earlier, tuck it away under here. We messaged Turbo Smart and it actually makes a lot of sense what they said. They said they recommend, this is straight from the horse's mouth, to put the blow-off valve as close to the throttle body as you can, which makes sense because if you're charging all of that pipe and then you snap that throttle shut, you want that to release as soon as you possibly can. So, makes sense. Plus, it works out well for us because it's going to be tucked in kind of under that underside there, and then this is all catch can territory. This is all like piece of artwork, 5-inch turbo titanium intake territory. So, nice. He's about to start working his magic.
How nice is this? Like O-rings and shit. Just nice.
It is. This is what makes it nice. Like that, it just looks like a.
Like someone. They put a lot of effort into that.
Yeah, and it looks good.
I'm going to charge you $20,000 for it.
One other thing I just noticed is the oil filter. What the f is that? Oh, that's for your fan. Is the oil filter relocation? Dean just made that, which is awesome. Look at it. So that just sits on the bottom subframe, really. And then that way you can always change your oil cooler, oil filter, nice and easy, with what Dean tells me is $200 something of speed flow fittings on it. But it looks good. So on another video, we are going to make all of those lines up and plumb it all up, but that's for another time. For now, we just got to mount this blow-off valve and we're done.
Can't eye that one off.
Just slap it on there somewhere.
Nah, because it'll hit on everything if I do.
That is the finished product. We're not putting it back on now because there is a pile of coating that's going to get done. So all of those pipes are going to be coated just in paint, not in anything fancy. And then we will reassemble everything once everything gets back from the paint shop slash coating shop. So that will do us for this episode. Look, I can show you a better view of that oil bracket now. So, and he even made it out of like some really sturdy plate, like some quite thick steel, because obviously this is going to take some abuse, like it's going to constantly be being taken on and off. So next time we are going to make up all of the lines and speed flow fittings that go for the oil cooler and the oil filter and whatever else we decide. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff because it helps a lot. Okay, thank you. See you on the next one. Bye.
Ever since you shut the door on everything we knew, you're too late for love,